Hey, how y'all doing, man? It's Callan with Zooland Barbers. I'm coming to you today, and today, man, I will be discussing bloating in your dogs. And so, me and one of my homeboys were talking, somebody that's into dogs, and we was talking about, sometimes you have to be careful when you feed your dogs. Basically, we were talking about feeding dogs once a day and the reason why he do versus the reason I do. So the reason why he does is because he said he feed his dogs at night. That way, once he put them up, it won't be a lot of play, and the dog won't get bloated. And so I was telling him why I did, and then we piggyback on bloating. And so what I'm thinking bloating is just like when, as a human, when you feel sluggish, when you feel full. Bloating in dogs is life-threatening. I did not know this. And so the way he explained it to me is say like when your dog eat a lot of dog food and then drink a lot of water and then go and play. And so that's one of the cases how they can develop it. So the way he explained to me is got a grocery bag. If you get a grocery bag and you put something in it and then you move it around and then you flip it, will it flip over itself. Once it on the ends, basically is the dog's stomach and the intestines. So once it flip, it'll basically tie where the intestines will get narrow. It go from, we'll just say it go from this to this. Once it flip, it close. When it closes, it builds up gas. The gas expands, causing your dog to stomach to bloat. So once it bloat, it'll keep filling, and then your dog get real big, but it's life-threatening because it won't cause any bowel to move, nothing going up, nothing coming out. And so that's how he explained it. And so the number one, because I looked it up after he told me, just to verify my own research, it's a real thing. It definitely is a real thing, and dogs definitely die from it. So you have to get your dog in a vet, and once you get your dog in a vet, man, they have to do emergency surgery. And if you don't get your dog in the vet, your dog could die. They bloat, their stomach flip, and that's a major thing. But he say the number one thing, that's why he feed his dogs at night. My purpose of feeding my dogs at night was totally different. Because in the summertime, when I used to feed them in the mornings, they wouldn't eat it. And so that was my reasoning. That was my reason for feeding them at night. And like I say, his reason was because that way, once they eat, they don't play, they don't do none of that. They just eat, sleep, and then the next morning, that's when they do whatever they need to do, handle their business or whatever. And so that was my reason. But like I say, man, I didn't know it was a real thing. And then I looked it up. But like they say, you never too old to learn something. And if you think you know everything, you realize you don't know nothing. So that's the situation. And like I say, that was my reasoning for it. And it's good to always, not just with dogs, man, and anything, to always have a listening ear, be willing to learn something. And so that was the number one thing what I took from what he said, because hey, man, you learn something new every day. So that was something, I've been practicing that and didn't even know it, but it's a blessing in the same time, because from what I hear, that's a very expensive vet bill. Anytime your dog goes up under the knife, that's a very expensive bill. And so I want to prevent all that I possibly can. And so that's basically what it is, man. But anyway, this is Callan with Zooland Barbers. Hold on. But anyway, man, this is Callan with Zooland Barbers. Y'all take it easy, like and subscribe.